Morning, everyone. So we went back into Lancaster yesterday and tried to find a place to busk downtown, but the square, like most downtowns, nobody's in the square. It's like everybody's at a gas station or a big store, like most traffic to play in front of. And these small towns usually are, unfortunately, gas stations and grocery stores. So we didn't find any place to busk yesterday. So I came back to the spot that I posted the other day, the last stealth camp spot that I made a video for. We just came back to that spot. I tried to find a spot to get into the lake, although you're not supposed to swim. It's like a reservoir. But literally there's nowhere to get into the lake without going through, knee deep of mud, muck to get out. So I found a grocery store right about, 5-minute walk south of here. Instead of going back into town, there's a grocery store right here, and went in and got some stuff to make dinner. And I was in one of the aisles, and I saw a gallon of water, and it had a big sign above it, $3.99, but it was a price for the cases of water, not for the gallons. And the manager was in the aisle. I didn't know he was the manager, Jeff. And I started talking to him about how I was at one store in New York, and a guy in front of me was buying a half gallon of milk, chocolate milk, for $3.35 or something. I can't remember, something $3.50. And then I get up to the counter with my gallon of water, and the store charged me $4.50 for a gallon of water. And then I started talking to him about what I'm doing, and he's super interested in wanted my YouTube channel and everything. And then as I was leaving, he was leaving too. He was going home for the day. Like I said, I didn't know he was the manager until we were walking out. And I just asked him, I was like, hey, I play music when I get low on funds. Would you mind if I, sat out on the little brick wall out here and played music out front of the grocery store tomorrow on my way out? And he's like, oh, no. He's like, that's fine. He's all, you can totally do that. He's all, I'll be here at 8 until the afternoon. So if you want to come in at some point and play some music out front, go for it. So it's about 8:30 now. We slept in. I want to wait because the face of the store is facing the morning sun, and I don't want to have Freyja in the full sun sitting there, no shade. So we're gonna wait a little bit, maybe another hour or two, till the sun gets kind of up in the mid sky, and then we'll go down there and try to busk. It is Sunday, church day, so maybe we'll make a few bucks to get us down the road. The next city that we're going to come to, I'm sure it's a town, is on our route. We're going to take the 27 highway down south to an area called Stanford, and they have a Walmart and everything, so I need to get some camp gas. I'm almost out. So maybe we'll make some extra funds for the Walmart run. And maybe make some funds for my AirPad, because I'm having to wake up all night blowing that thing up now. So the hole's getting worse. Since the GoFundMe is kind of stalled out, I think I maxed out my people that are willing to donate. But that's all right. We got enough to get the shoes. That's the most important thing. If I have to, I can always just get another Thermarest lightweight pad thing and throw that underneath. I don't like going around collecting a bunch of cardboard, man. I just don't have the energy to do that, to sleep on cardboard. So I'll deal with this air pad. I'm almost tempted to just buy a little water bottle from a dollar store, like a squirt water bottle, and mix it with some soap and try to find this hole, but it's really hard to find. Like I said, I've tried it before, and it's just near impossible to find where the hole is leaking from because there's so many baffles in this air pad that unless you have the pressure on the pad, like if I had another human to lay down on the pad, and then I can sit there and squirt the edges and find where the hole is. It's near impossible. And I have patches and glue and everything that came with it. And I have them all in my backpack, but there's really kind of no way to find the air leak. So I'm just getting up. I have a cup of coffee. I'll have another one. And taking our time waking up today. Yeah, it's really cool. I bought a big 10-pound bag of ice to cool some drinks down and keep my food cold until I was ready to cook last night. And I wrapped it up in the grocery bags from the store. And man, that 10-pound bag lasted well into the evening. And shoot, I just dumped out probably almost half of it. So weather's getting cooler. And plastic bags around ice bags hold some insulation. Like a little white trash ice cooler. I didn't want to buy a styrofoam cooler and then have to throw that away. No. I just kept the ice in the shade and wrapped it up in a plastic bag, and it kept pretty good. I woke up to a ton of ants all over my tent. I don't know what they were going for. I must have smelled something or dropped something that I cooked. There's little Freyja. We played yesterday. Had her running around, letting her sun dog. Oh, and so I took my stuff up, my things that I needed to charge. There's a building up here, and it's the Event Center Extension, University of Kentucky County building. I don't know what it is. And I plugged all my stuff in. Yesterday when I went into town. And when I came back, I plugged my phone in and everything. And then I walked down around the lake, looking for a spot to go jump in and swim. And came back, set up my camp, went to the store, came back, and there hadn't been anybody here, at least up there at that building, since I've been here. And I figured it would have been long enough for me to go and get my stuff off the chargers. And I'm starting to walk up, and there's a lady walking around the building with a leaf blower just blowing. She didn't see me, and I just acted like I was walking the trail because the trail goes all the way around this lake here. She didn't see me, and if she did, she just probably figured I was walking the trail. So I came back to my spot and just peeked around the corner and waited and waited and waited. And I waited probably about 20, 30 minutes just watching up there to see what she may be doing. And then I just jammed up there real quick, grabbed all my stuff off the charger and grabbed it all out of the wall and turned around and boogied right back down here without anybody seeing me. So I don't know if they were doing some janitorial stuff, maybe. But didn't get caught, didn't get seen. And like I said, we just set up in the same exact spot because it's way down here at the bottom of the hill on the trail. And there hasn't been anybody walking this trail. Not one person. So I don't know how much this trail gets used out here. And it's quite a ways out of town. I mean, on the other side of the lake over here will be the southwest or northwestern side. There are houses and stuff like that come down to this lake, but I'm sure they all stay on that side of the lake. yeah, I just sat here. I played some music last night. And it sucks not having a place to busk all the time because, man, I get out of practice really quick. But yeah, if you want to see the spot I stealth camped at, you can watch the last video of stealth camp behind the event center. I'm in the same exact spot. I was thinking of going deeper into the woods over here and trying to find a spot open enough to get into, but there's no need. There's nobody here. I'd rather be on this little short grass and just deal with the ground spiders than whatever else is out there. I don't think there's going to be too many chiggers or ticks left right now. It's end of the season. I haven't seen any. Not this spot anyway. I mean, I got some bites and stuff like that from something, but not much. Bugs don't really bother me. So I sat here, did a little beard trim, cleaned it up. It's funny, I noticed that the left side of my body is bigger than the right side of my body. And when I was born, I started out, I was predominantly left-handed. I did right or left-handed. Still to this day, I fight southpaw. I kick with my left, I throw with my left. But they forced me to switch over in kindergarten to right-handed for writing and other stuff. So I do have a heavy dominance of right side stuff, but my left side is also so dominant, I guess. But I guess I'm just ambidextrous now. Like when my buddy took me golfing for one of the first times, and nobody had. I naturally want to golf left-handed. That's the way I wanted to golf, and I'm not a golfer. I tried it only a couple of times, and it makes me too frustrated. So I get angry real quick when I'm frustrated on things I can't do. But nobody had left-handed golf clubs, so I was like, well, I don't know how to golf anyways. I'll just golf right-handed, and I was doing actually pretty well. And my buddy Sean was like, how are you driving? You've never golfed, you're left-handed, and you're using my right-handed clubs, and you're driving way down for an amateur, you're driving pretty far. I was like, well, I don't know. Ambidextrous. I was forced. Evil kindergarten teacher forced me to start being right-handed. But yeah, I forget where I was going with that. But anyway, I'm not awake yet. Oh, I know where I was going with that. I noticed that the left side of my body, muscle definition and limbs, bigger than the right. Like left side's more cut, more defined. Right side. And I was sitting there, every time I trim my beard, the left side is always grows bigger or longer than the right. It grows quicker. And so after a while, after I trim and everything, the left side always like takes a little bit of a lead. And so I noticed that, and I was like, oh man, the left side of my beard is all like giant compared to the right. So I sat here yesterday and trimmed it up. I still got morning beard. I haven't ran any water through it or anything. It's good to trim your beard every once in a while. Yeah, did some facial maintenance and took a gallon water hobo bath with soap instead of just water. And I was in the middle of my bath, and I keep hearing like motorcycles over here, or trail bikes or something driving around. I don't know if they're on someone's property or what, but I was like worried that they're going to be on this trail. And so I'm like butt naked over here, just washing as fast as I can, because I didn't want them to, go around the lake and then come over here and come right down on me, stark naked, washing myself. And man, it's a pain in the ass to have to soap up with a gallon of water, soap up, and then rinse off. And damn, it's a pain in the butt. I'd rather just do a. These are those little spiders I was talking about yesterday. Oh, can't really see them. Big fat-bodied guys. They're like the East Coast and South version of the daddy long leg. But they remind me of the little critters on Spirited Away that collect the coal. And they even move like them. Yeah, hope everybody's doing good. Having a happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Jesus Day. Hope you guys are doing great. I had a good weekend. I just chilled. We went into town for a little bit yesterday, got a few supplies, got Freyja some more dog food, and couldn't find anywhere to play music, so we just came back out here and relaxed. Freyja needed a day. I needed a day off. Man, we pushed it really hard that day that we walked all the way almost into town from Richmond. But yeah, Jeff, thank you. I'm gonna definitely come down to the store and try playing some music out front. And also, thank you for that that donation, man. That was really cool of you. He was talking to me about like he wanted to do the Appalachian Trail. I told him, do it, go, get out there. He asked where I was from. I told him I was from, Bay Area of California and other places in California, Central Valley, and I was born in the Bay Area. And he was like, "Oh, I was just out in the Hollywood Bowl for Hollywood for a week." He's went out there for a fish concert and they had a few nights of playing out there, so we went to a couple of nights of their shows, and I got to stay in Beverly Hills with a friend of mine, and then we started talking about how it sucks in LA and how shitty it is to drive there, and I don't recommend it for anybody. If you're going into LA, go in at like 2 in the morning. Go drive around and do all your stuff at 2 in the morning, because during the day, forget about it. My mom lived in Santa Monica, Marina Del Rey area, and she worked 13 miles away from her apartment, and it would take her an hour and a half to go 13 miles to work, and an hour and a half to 2 hours home in the evenings. 13 miles. Nope. No way. No way. Nope. I would never do that. That's just ridiculous. I had a gig in South Bay, San Jose area, and I was staying in San Ramon when I was with an old girlfriend, Sasha Chikoski. I was living with her, and I had a remodel gig out in San Jose, and that's about 30 some odd miles, and that would take about an hour and a half in the mornings to just go 30 miles, sometimes longer. Just depends on the traffic going through Fremont and all that. And then going home, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It would drive me insane. Bumper to bumper traffic for the majority of it until you got into the little valley of Pleasanton and Danville and San Ramon area. Then it would start opening up because all the expressways, the 580 going out towards the Central Valley and the 680 going towards Walnut Creek, everything splits off and opens up, and it's better traffic. But man, Bay Area traffic too can be a pain if you're driving the expressways, 880, 680, all that around the bay. It's just, it could take forever. Not as long as LA, but still sucked. I just don't have patience for all that. You know, you're already working 8 hours a day, and then you have to add on 4 more for driving. So where, okay, so there's 24 hours in a day. You're working 1/3, if not more, of your day. And then you have another 8 hours to do your stuff. So that counts waking up in the morning and the time after work to do your thing. And if you're driving for 4 of those hours, so you really literally have 4 hours a day to just chill and do your thing. And then if you're trying to get 8 hours of sleep, yeah, then you're sleeping for another 8 hours. And I just don't think that's right. Like, seriously, I don't think we should be working. We should only be working 4 to 6 hours a day and have enough to live off of. You shouldn't have to work 1/3 of your life. Sorry. And then using the other 1/3 of your life to prepare yourself to go to work and get all the things you need. And yeah, no, that ain't right. That ain't right. That's the routine they got everybody on. Work, barely any time to play, sleep, die. No, thank you. And then you just get a weekend. You just get like 2 days. 2 days to try to enjoy yourself per week. So what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8 days a month out of the 30 days you get off. No, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. Here's my lid. Get another cup of coffee going. So yeah, I sat around yesterday watching watched a bunch of Gravediggers videos. Him stealth camping around Florida. I even watched a couple old ones when he was in Japan. Stealth camping around Japan. Those are pretty cool videos. He gets in and gets out. If I get settled somewhere, I might do something like that too. Excuse me. Kind of go around and find little spots in your area and just go set up real quick for the night and go back home. People seem to like it and watch his videos. You guys watch mine. And that's my some of my biggest views are just the stealth camping stuff. Some people like to watch the downtown. I shoot the videos of the downtown areas that I'm in because I have interest in like the old architecture, and I think it's beautiful, and I think it's got a lot of history, and I think it's got a lot of hidden history because I am into the mud flood Tartarian, not conspiracies, but I guess it kind of be a conspiracy theory of how we didn't actually build a lot of this stuff. We inherited it because there's been multiple resets of human life throughout recent history, especially weird stuff going on from the 1700s to the early 1800s. There's just a lot of inconsistencies in the stories of what we're actually told. So I like the architecture, and I'm taking video files for myself just to look back on and have some kind of like references and evidence of my own seeing it for myself. And I'm a big conspiracy guy. I love them. I love thinking outside of the box. I've always been outside of the box my whole life. I'm not one to be like, oh, the book says this and our government says this. It must be true. Oh, no. No. I don't buy that crap. And two, why not? Why not think outside the box? Why not, like, all right, this gives me a whole new thing to think about, instead of this boring, lame story that supposedly, we came in and built this whole area up, and there's just too many, like, especially like San Francisco, how it started. Too quick of a time that city was built out when there were supposedly a bunch of gold miners there. No. Massive cathedrals and massive giant buildings, and again, horse and buggy, no electrical tools, built that stuff. And only a few thousands of people in the area, and they're all supposedly rushing out to the Sierra Nevada mountains for gold mining in the Central Valley of California. No. There's too much evidence showing that there was previous. I mean, shoot, you dig down in some of these big city areas and you find story after story after story of buildings underneath the buildings that are on top. And the building that's on top is the one that supposedly was built in the, early 1800s and all that. Well, what about the stuff underneath that, and why is it all buried? I love that kind of stuff. I love it. Love the flat earth theory. I love all of it. I love mud flood stuff. I love thinking outside the box and stuff that's weird. I love it. It's just my thing. And I don't care. You can call me crazy. I don't give a shit. I like thinking outside the box. I like taking the evidence for myself and deciding for myself instead of being told. Oof. I don't even think I have enough for this cup of coffee. It's going to be a weak cup of coffee. No. Yep. It's going to be a weak cup of coffee. And this is just a cigarette, guys. I roll my own. And I usually don't smoke on camera. Because I don't want to advocate nicotine. And this video is going on really long. But yeah, thought we'd have a good morning chat. Shoot the shit. Oof. More creamer. Mixing up coffee in the morning. And it tastes like water with creamer. Hopefully they'll have some kind of instant coffee. I'm sure they will at the grocery store. Just not everywhere sells these the Starbucks instant. I'm so glad they started making these. Like I said in my last video, you can get the little like eight singles for $7 or 40 singles for $8. Maybe they're wanting everybody to switch over and they'll get rid of those singles. Well, yeah, that's about it for the morning. Let you guys know what's up. I'm gonna bust for a little while, and then I don't want to walk out in the heat of the day, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just move down a little bit and find another spot, camp at, because I'm sure this building's gonna be Sunday today, so tomorrow I'm sure there's gonna be people working up there. And I mean, I doubt they come down here in the mornings, so we'll probably pack up, and I don't think I'll stay here again tonight. Just depends on how long we bus at the store, and then how hot it is to walk in the afternoon, because I really don't like taking off and hiking at like noon to 1 o'clock. It's just not fair to Freyja. It's too hot, even though it's like in the 70s. I can't wait till it drops down to the 60s. I'm hoping it drops soon, but somehow I doubt it. All right, guys. Until next time. Oh, hey, all my links. If you guys could like, subscribe. Trying to get some supplies up. Got a GoFundMe going. We're about a third of the way there. I did get my shoes ordered. They're coming to my mom's probably by Wednesday, and then when she tells me she's got them, then I'll tell her to send them ahead to where it takes me like a week to get to that town. That way they'll be there waiting for me when I get to that town. Have them general delivered to the post office. And yeah, thank you guys. Thanks everybody. Appreciate you. I know I always thank you guys, but I always will. You guys are awesome. My family and friends online, and to mysterious people who anonymously donate. But yeah, links will be in the description for the GoFundMe. I need to get a couple more things. I need to get a new belt system. With Osprey packs, you can order different size belt systems. I've lost so much weight that I am almost maxed out at how tight I can tighten my belt system and shoulder system down. Like, I'm literally like cinching it all the way to try to hug it, and I'm raising my pack up onto my ribs because my ribs are wider than my sides, where it was reversed when I first started. I mean, I haven't been this skinny since I was probably a preteen. I've always been a big dude. I'm 6'3". I've always been about anywhere between 230 and 260. And I'm going to guess right now I am probably 210, maybe 215. I've like I said, I mean, I need to get a new pair of shorts because 36s are way too big. I need like 34s or 32s because when I pull the waist out, I'm like, whoa, that's like extra 2 inches, 3 inches. I had to put some new notches in my belt. Yeah, I've lost so much weight. And you're carrying a 65-pound pack on you every day, everywhere you go. And no matter if you're walking 10 miles, 1 mile, you're carrying that pack with you all day, you're going to drop. And you're not constantly eating. So yeah, you're just going to drop weight out here. It's a great way to lose weight. So yeah, I need to order a new shoulder and belt system for my pack. I need to get some thermals and a jacket. But yeah, if you guys can, please jump over to GoFundMe. The link will be in the description. All my other links to Instagram and everything, or YouTube, they're all in the bio or in the description box. So again, thank you everybody. Hope you're enjoying the videos, and we'll see you next time.